Blessings, everyone. Welcome to Heart 2. Today we're going to talk about self-love. It's important to love yourself. You cannot love anyone if you do not love yourself. You have to love yourself. Last time we spoke about letting go, and so the only way that you'll make sure that you don't get back into those negative relationships or negative situations is if you love yourself enough to know what is good for you and what is not. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is touch, and you're touching yourself. You have to touch and feel yourself. Lots of time people just need the physical attention, and you can give that to yourself, and not in a negative way. You can touch yourself in a way that is not sexual, but that is healing. Touch your body. Start at the crown of your head and just touch every part. Touch every inch of your body, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And if you're finding it hard to do it because you're not used to doing it, when you bathe or if you're in the shower, take an extra moment or two to touch yourself. Feel yourself. Feel who you are. How can you expect someone else to touch you if you don't even know what you feel like? Feel yourself. Get in touch with yourself. Give yourself hugs daily, daily. And then what you can do when you get into the swing of it is that you can start hugging other people. Touch is very important, and it's a great way to love yourself. Touch your body. The other thing that you have to do is care for yourself. And when I say care for yourself, I'm talking about eating well, sleeping enough, hydrating enough, exercising. You've got to take care of this body. These bodies were basically given to us, and they house our spirit, they house our souls, they control everything that we do on a day-to-day basis. And depending on how you love yourself and how you care for yourself, that's going to dictate how your day-to-day basis goes. So you want to make sure that you're eating whole foods. If you're eating foods that are in a can or in a box all the time, not so good. You want to try and get some foods that are more wholesome, that are more whole, that are more in their natural states. If you have to work in an office every day and you're not able to prepare a wholesome lunch, carry in a wholesome lunch. Bring something with you. Bring salad fixings, bring fruits, bring vegetables, things that you can snack on that'll be healthy for your body as you're sitting there. The other thing that you want to do is exercise. You've got to exercise. Stretch your limbs. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do is stretch all the way up and out. Stretch your body. If you have to work in a desk all day long, stretch. Stand up, take frequent breaks. If you're not allowed to take breaks, make use of your work to as opportunities to stretch and exercise. You've got to keep your body functions flowing and working properly. And the thing about it is that once you start eating right and taking care of yourself, you're going to feel better, and you're going to want to take better care of yourself. The other thing that you have to do is set limits. You've got to set some limits as far as your time. You can't be a workaholic. It's nice. It might seem honorable. You might think that your job loves you. They really don't care. They just want the work done. They could care less if you never have a personal life. They could care less if your health declines. They just want their work done. So, all of that being honorable to the job, it's unnecessary. Set limits. If your job is 9 to 5, work 9 to 5. From 5 on should be about you, should be about your family if you have one, but you've got to set limits. The same with your friends. If you have a friend that is waiting for you at 5:01 to pick you up to do what they want to do, you've got to set limits. Let them know, hey, listen, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're going to do what I want to do. I will come get you. You've got to set limits. With the way that people talk to you and handle you, you've got to set limits as well. If someone is too abrasive or they're too insulting, they may do it as a joke, and they might laugh and you might chuckle once or twice here or there, but it doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, speak up, set limits, say, listen, we can hang out, we can laugh, we can joke, but if you're going to talk about me, then I have to set a limit there. That's not going to be acceptable. And you also have to set limits with your time, your personal time for yourself. Take time for yourself. It's okay to have a day for yourself. It's okay to have an hour for yourself if a day might seem like too much. It's okay to have a half an hour for yourself. You can say, from 5 p.m. to 5:30, I'm not receiving any phone calls. That's just going to be a time for me to cleanse my mind, to regenerate, to reflect on my work day. It's okay to set limits. And then don't feel bad about setting those limits. That is the way that we self-destruct. The guilt is not loving. Self-love and guilt do not go together. If you set these boundaries, you have to understand that they are for your self preservation. It is the way that you love yourself. Other people set them. Start looking and being mindful of it. Look at other people and how they allow other people to handle them. Look at other people's work ethics. I'm sure there's that one person at your job that at 5 o'clock they're out. They don't care what is going on. They're out because at 5 o'clock work is over. Set your boundaries and then defend them. The last thing that you have to do, like I said, is just not be guilty. Don't be too hard on yourself. All of this takes time. If you're not a person that has always loved yourself, this is going to take time, and it's okay. You're going to have moments where you're weak and where you'll eat snacks, or where you'll allow that one negative friend to be around, or you'll miss them. But the more that you love yourself, the less you'll be missing those negative things. The more you'll gravitate to more positive things. And the more positive things and people will gravitate to you because you'll radiate differently. You'll become your own sunshine. And people will want to be around you more. When you love yourself, you're happier, you feel better, you look better, and people want in because they're like, wait a minute, what's going on over there? They're a little too bubbly. When I love myself, I feel bubbly and happy each day. There is nothing that can really get me down. I don't speak negatively about myself. I try to maintain a positive state of mind. And then I've also surrounded myself with enough positive people so that if I do have a low moment, they're always there to encourage me in a loving way because they know that that's not my normal radiance. They know that on a regular, I'm the sunshine. And so if they see that my sun is getting a little dull, they're always there to lift me up. Now, that brings me to another aspect of loving yourself, your frenemies. You've got to be careful about the people that you have around you. There are those people that when you're down, they take sheer delight and will capitalize on it and will keep you down. That is their strength. Those are not your friends. And how do you know which ones those are? Those are the ones that, like I said, if you're having a bad day, they're going to say, yeah, girl, it's a bad day. Yeah, girl, it's terrible. You so right. But if they're a positive person and someone who loves you and is aware of your worth and your value and how you should be loving yourself, they're going to encourage you and say, well, it's really a bad moment. We will get through it. And let's do something else. They'll try and uplift you. They'll always be there to make you feel better. Those are the ones that are going to reflect your positivity. So when you love yourself, you radiate positiveness, you radiate love, and then you reflect that. And you'll see it in your situations, in the events, and in the people that you have around you. So again, try to love yourself. Let go of those things that are not making you feel good. When you love yourself, you know in your heart what feels good. You know in your heart what is right for you. And you have to be in touch with yourself and trust that yourself is going to make the right decisions. Okay? So, thank you again for watching. This is EmpressTee saying blessings.